Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. All right, before we start, me and Colin gonna just gonna talk about last week because he has run 6'5". I mean 6'6". But I'm saying it because he can run 6'5". What I'm saying 6'4", 6'4", 6'5". That's really no issue because I've been training him a while and I know what he got in the tank. But like the week before, he ran the 6'6". He came back last week and ran 6'7", 6'8", which I know to most is like panic mode. So like, how can you go from something must have been wrong, or they might think my watch was wrong, of course. You know, how you gonna get it from a 6'6" on a track to a 6'7", 8" on turf, and this newly turf out here at Collierville? How did that happen? Well, there's several things that happen that y'all must know or have to realize as athletes. Y'all have a lot of reps in your body. He had a workout at his school the day before, and y'all did what? Y'all did sprints and stuff. So coming out here at 7 o'clock in the morning to be timed in a hot 60, his body never really recovered. And then he don't eat breakfast because he's trying to get rest enough. So if you get up and try to eat breakfast, it doesn't digest, or they don't have time to do what it's supposed to do before you get out here. It's early in the morning. The body doesn't even have time to warm up. So that was one big major thing. And like I tell him, we were talking about earlier, it's kind of like, if you know Muhammad Ali, you know Mike Tyson. It's like sparring with Muhammad Ali to get ready for a Tyson match the next morning. So his body had sparred with Muhammad Ali doing those sprints, and he came out here and fought Tyson. That's 60 with Tyson. Now, what happened? And I watched him. And if y'all train, you watch your athletes and remember what they do the day before, the week before, because his body was set up to roll the sprint. His nervous system was up. But when he did those sprints the day before, when he came out here to warm up, the longer he warmed up, the hyper he was to run that time he know he can run, the more it drained him. The longer he warmed up, instead of or going through his drills, I'm gonna say he wasn't warming up. He was loosening up, but his body, like a battery, he was already at 80, 70%. The longer he warmed up, it went to 60%, 50%, 40%, 30%. He doesn't realize it because he's an athlete. Y'all don't realize it. It's not an excuse, it's a reason. You have reasons. You don't supposed to do a workout. If he worked out early that morning, Friday morning, he might have had time to recover. But still, like we out here at 7 o'clock, his body is still not going to really adjust to run a great time. So if y'all go to camps and clinics, instead you got to realize that, why did I run this for the coach and all of a sudden I ran this? Think about what you did the day before. Think about what you did that week. Think of how much rest you have. Think about what nutrition you got in your body. Like I said, it's not an excuse, because athletes don't have excuses. There's reasons why even professionals have a recovery system. He didn't have a recovery system, so that's why he's a 6'4" guy. Easy, I promise you that. Watch. Stay tuned, in other words. I've been doing it 34 years, I know. The TKs and the DKs, and some of y'all OKs. We'll get to that later. But he's laughing because he know what I mean. Because y'all don't work out. I mean, y'all don't train, y'all work out. So y'all just okay. You're not a DK. You know, Metcalf or a TK, trail chemist, if you want another medal. And the 4x100 relay. But we like to talk and be real. You know, being disappointed in your time is one thing. Being discouraged in your time is one thing, because we're athletes. We like to run the numbers and have the stats that we deserve. We know we deserve and we work for. But then we have to realize too, like, you know what I did? I did run some sprints that week. I didn't probably rest a lot. I'm coming here at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's another thing. And what time did you run that 6'6"? that day?
It's like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
4:30, 5 o'clock. Not in the morning, but it was that evening. So his body had time to rest and adjust, run on a hard track. Even though the track wasn't good, he still ran that. And the last thing is, and what we're going to work on today, is I'm going to give him his driver's license. What that means is, a lot of times when we drive out of where we're running from, we had to have a drive phase, and your angles have to be proper. If not, you're up sprinting and already putting pressure on your hamstring, glutes, and interior. You don't have any front mechanics, in other words. So we're gonna definitely start on that today to get his drive phase going. So in case he run into this at a clinic or camp, because y'all do run early a lot of times, 8 or 9 o'clock. So in case that happens, when he comes out the gate, come out the box, his body will automatically go into drive. That way, when he warms up, he can run that first 60 and shut it down after that. You don't have to try to run 2 to get 1. You know he got 1 because he saved it from the drive from the gate. So we just want to explain that, because I train y'all to train. One day, because you're gonna have athletes gonna be frustrated, thinking your time and clock is wrong. It's actually what you do to prepare and to recover. All right, let's get rolling. TEAMAVANT, for real.
I remember that Friday.
Our main focus is notice on other films, you don't have a bad drive phase at all. It's just when we get time, we want to get out. Our problem is where our first step is going to be. Because if it's too long, the first step is too long, then it puts the hip behind. Right? If you're trying to come out fast and shot the clock on both ends, you come out too short, I can't get down now because I done short myself up, push myself back up. Now I'm not really on the drive. Part of that me, when I go back watch film, that's my training, because I got y'all coming out so quick. We have to figure out, get your position. Go ahead and just come out aggressive like you do. And I'm going to make that first breath. All right, give me one of those green cones. Gotta get 2 cones right in there. This is how we got it. See how far that foot distance on your first grip is 6.5 feet. All right. So look at that. That's 6.5 feet from your start. All right. Oh, you know what I meant to do? Let's measure from the line. About 3 feet. So that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. So really about 3.5 feet. That's even. That's really where you want. But what happens when that clock is down there, no, it gets shorter, because we're trying to get our foot back in the ground and we're trying to go. So if you come under that, that's your natural step. So that's what we're gonna keep it at. because that's honestly perfect. Can't get no better than that. We can, but when we get ready to go, you'll come in tight, and then you can't get down. Now you're trying to get down, but you're not down. So this is what we're gonna work on. Being on each step. So we can continue to work that. So what we're gonna do first is go from a standing forward right here. Hitting that first part.
They need to be maybe low to come out like.
Yeah. We're gonna go from that point to a lower position. Just working on making sure again, while we're talking, sometimes the hips are looser than not as loose as they should be, so you work on that distance. You always have to be careful when you warm it up. Showcase it. Actually getting out. Well, it's only shorter because your front toe is not on that line. Because when you start here, the toe was on the line. You got it like right here. Like, go ahead and do that. We got to get our body distribution right. We feel like you're back and falling. And if you're falling, meaning I'm gonna get the camera in front, because now I just want to see. The pictures that I sent you? Did you see? You see nothing but my shoulders and my head, right? Okay. That is a benefit of us as football players and sprinters. We come out. We already come out. Y'all at a disadvantage because they know that. That's why you one of the reasons they do that is because they want you to say you run 60 yards and my ball. And forward. I can't raise my head, can't raise my shoulders. My shoulders got to be in front of my head's got to be in front of my shoulders. All right. And see, that's why I move this camera, because when I'm doing my drive phase, when I practice my drive phase, I don't care how far my camera is. If it's less than 20 yards, I almost hit it every. There's gonna come a time when I'm gonna run right into it, because I can't see nothing, because I'm looking. I'm right here and I'm right there. I can't see the camera. I get up on it because I'm driving so hard. Good.
I landed on my heel that time.
Well, it's because you started on that. I was finna stop you. I went on to let you go. You started on the. Started on the. Started on the front heel. Remember, I said, my shin, my shin, my shin. If I start, if I start right here, my shin is straight up. With that heel on the ground, I disadvantage. I can't start like that. My shin has to be hitting towards the ground. Towards like, yeah, 3-point stand, 4-point stand. Shin level is always there. When you do these starts, I have to get my shin. But you can't do that when we get in our basic stance. Well, you have to get ready to start. Go ahead and lean before we get that shin in front of you. Get off the heel. Good. Good. Now we're gonna go for some healing. Which is right. Yeah, you ain't ready to put like this. My bad, I'm looking at it backwards. All in learning. Everybody's got all these little drills that
I couldn't look. Like I was standing straight up, you know.
you have to find that you have to find that happy medium. Okay. I don't have nothing because I got you covered. If I got you coming out, that's a reach. I want that. It's a better drive than you think it is.
Yeah, it sure don't feel good.
It don't feel good. It's a better drive than you think it is. More like that. What I do from here, coach? Figure it out. Like, Tracy, you have to get up and go.
I don't know if that's. Is that right?
Right? Yeah. It just feel for me.
So am I supposed to be reaching?
Oh, this is making sense. Down on that end. Been right so far these last few years.
Oh, it's so bad.
Alright. These are not meant to be. I'm really using them for field purposes. So I might think, got me doing it a good set. Look great. Regular. I want you to bring it. I'm gonna move the camera past the
Alright.
10 right here. So I need you coming out through the 10. Now we want to hit her. That's a good problem. Now it's about control. You never kind of slow it down. You never don't have your body out. That's why I need body. There you go. This is what's so hard for us on timing days.
What, staying true to it?
Yeah. We can race little cousins and be alright. But then you put your name on the bottom of the purpose, can't get comfortable in the vlog. Hard. Y'all ready? Yeah, well, y'all sure y'all ready? Y'all got me? Okay. Y'all good? Okay. Man, go on, run. For y'all cases, like, go. I'm going to that should take you through that 20. You shouldn't see nothing. By the time you get to 60, it should be it's supposed to be a surprise. It's supposed to be a shock. By the time you fill up and you get to the other top end, that should be like, oh, two? Oh, I don't went through the zone, but if you come out, everything is rolling. I'm watching. Come out, they're in drive phase. And get on that back. Watch it, like, already up tall like this. They got another. Yeah, run like this. They don't realize sometimes watching I mean, behind the shoulder, right here. That's all you have to do. When they get right here, it's over. So when you get right here in that zone, fight. Fight it. Arms low. That's right there. Arms low to keep everything else low. The arms come up, everything else gonna come up. It's gonna be a fight. Keep them low, swing them hard. Slap yourself.
Yes.
Good.
I'm slapping myself like
Good.
my calf, so
Good.
I know what I'm saying.
Good. I told you that's a good thing. I remember the first time I tried, my goal was get 315, and I finally knew I can get it. Finally, I took 2 weeks to hype myself up, get ready for it. Got it to right here, going up, drift it out a little bit, and hit the rack. I need a little bit more. I just watch you from that angle. On your first step, we're not getting enough patience in your push. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean. I just caught that. I'm glad I caught that. Can't see nothing for that sun on this side. I just caught that. I'm glad I caught it. That's why I want to get right here now. Get my shadow out. I don't like the shadow being. Might just go here and zoom in. Zooming in, so I want that first. There we go. I want the first step to be right. And what we're doing is we're not being patient. Not being patient on that first step. What I'm seeing is what I just saw. The body. I got something that'll work for butts. But everything about that, that was a lot better, right? Just this much. Ain't did a whole lot better. That was my back. My back. I should maintain my back. That was the one. That was the one. Feel like you were airborne in it.
Yeah, because I came up like that and I was reaching out. I
You
put my
attacked.
whole
No, but you attacked down. You up. You push back down, right? When you supposed to push, you attack. That's the thing about it. If I'm just coming out and being up all night, that's one thing. You come out, boom! Push that toe back in the ground, so you push back off. Get back to the side. I tell you, that was the one. That was it. That's what I'm looking for. But now, think about it. What I love more than anything is this. You know, that's firing that hip. If you're jamming, pulling, dragging, you're not firing your hip when you get down there. Them hips got to fire like that. That's what I'm talking about. That would be it. I take that. I take that. That made me cry. Just that alone. That made me cry. That was hard. Yeah, back on the ground. You got to change that. Track and field, remember this. You ever train a sprinter? You ever train a sprinter? You got to remember, they do not race out the block. Okay, what nobody said is sprinters, 100-meter sprinters do not race at the block. They establish themselves out the block. Go back and watch all of Usain Bolt races. How many times has he been almost the last out the block, and the last one to the 60, but the first one to the 100 with a world record? Every time. And he jogged what it means. He established it. This is establishing himself at the start. You feel like it's over. I don't know. Like, man, I'm wasting time. Not. Establish yourself. Stay in your driveway. It's gonna look smooth. Everybody else will be like, it looks like it's hot. That's what the kid got. That was you think I know what I'm talking about. Boom. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's getting out. That's handling your business. Let's do one more. Yeah, that's the get through. I'm telling you, it don't take much to excite me. Seeing you start like that excites me. We just got to practice. We got to do it enough repetition so when it comes to be time, we're going to bite down, fire the kill. No issue. You know now, we have this thing. After I get out, right now it's practice. It's not game day. You got this. It's like anything else. You got to establish it first. Get comfortable with it. Then start picking it up. Then when we get the nervous system back rolling, then it's gonna be a lot quicker. It's gonna be more effective. Right now it's just establishing look, feel. We got 6 feet to cover on our first step. That's what I'm good at. Get time. You may be fired up and get 100%. Good. But you're not scooting and dragging that toe. I guarantee your angle's correct. All right, we're talking about different boxing cleats. He's actually got on football cleats, which I don't know where his toes are, but if you don't have, you got too much toe room, then you can't have good heel recovery. You can't push off that big toe. Track spikes. These are track spikes. They have no spikes back here. Why? Because we're always pushing here and not using that heel. Because they always want to push off the big toe. And you notice a true track spike has no heel on it. Why is that? That's because we want to have a sprinter, want to have good heel recovery. Heel recovery. You see me? Heel recovery. If I got too much heel, when I get ready to recover, if I got too much, like these shoes got too much heels on them, it's going to be hard for me to push, and it's going to be more weight going from back here to up here. So the lighter this is, I can get back at this angle. So once he changes cleats and gets some lighter spikes and something that fits like y'all baseball players like to have a glove that fits. That's why we don't wear socks or anything in spikes. That's why you see sprinters when they run the 100, first thing they do is what? They take those spikes off because they're pushing, push. Then they get the top end and front end mechanics at the end. So he running fast in those shoes. We already know what he's gonna do when he hits the right shoe. Dude, that's why your second step is a struggle, because your heel recovery is slow. Oh yeah, I want to see you pushing off. It's gonna be hard in those shoes. Yeah, I was blessed to work with kickers and punters from the league, from Brian Hanson, 49ers, and Saints, Kelly Goodburn from the 49ers, and they always taught me sometimes you gotta go back to basics. Going back to basics. He was right, because others gonna be right. Once you roll, you roll. Oh, we got just 4 of these. Even with that, that's gonna be so much better. Don't feel slow. Guess what time in the morning it is? 7, 8. Guess what your body's doing? Depleting. Your body is depleting. All right. Good morning. That time you look like you had a tucked head. That time look like your head was just tucked. Huh? That time look like your head was, your body was like this. So your body was like this, your head was tucked. Myself, and I had a protein bar, but I still feel myself depleting a little bit. I got him, and then I got go to West Element. Those arms almost to the ground. Yeah. We're working angles. No, right now you don't. So we just trying to work on angles to keep from tucking your head. You want to literally feel like when you come through this zone, you want to feel like you're falling all the way through it. Your shoulder's so low. There you go. Now you're back. Now you're back. Now you're back. There you go.
Yeah, about stumble.
Yeah, there you go. You want, remember I say we, but you all have to have a fine line between your baseball stance and a track stance, which is hard to do. It's hard. It's hard, like, y'all get started down there, y'all drive things a whole lot easier. You got to drive things. Bring my gold cleat. Mike, did you not?
I don't know that.
Lucas said, I'm smarter than you think I am. Well, I wore all this for you. Look at that. All right, one more. Same way. That's why you gotta get your hands, go ahead and get your hands up low as you can. When you come out, push your shoulders and head forward almost like you're falling. There you go. Hey, look. You're going back and forth. Going back and forth. Drop your hands. That's where we had DK them working on. We worked on him there. I worked on him there. We got down in the block because I need to see his drive phase from that position, which is a harder position to do it. But you did it.